I'm leaving education. And I know that's going to be a big shock to a lot of people. And what's even a bigger shock is I already left education. A lot of people think I've been teaching this year, but actually, I just used my directed videos. I have not been teaching for the 2025-2026 school year. And you might say, wait, you took the kids to the pumpkin patch, you're still doing field trips? Yeah, I still did all of that because this is what this platform is built for. Those are still my kids. I plan on coming back, but the real reason I'm doing it is because I always said, if you have known me for years, the moment I feel like I am slightly starting to burn and the burnout is coming, I'm gonna walk away. And that's what I did. If you've been here for my educational journey, I thank you. We've done so many amazing things, and I'm gonna talk later about the plan for what I'm about to do because it's about to be a life-changing experience. I'd love if people want to stick around and support me through that too, but I know I've been an educational content creator here. I'm shaking. Yeah, you guys, I love my job. That doesn't change it now. I didn't actually want to leave. I made the decision because I told myself for years, ever since I started teaching 13 years ago, that the day I felt a little burnt out, that it was starting to burn, that I would walk away before it got too bad. And I'm hoping that if I walk away for a little while and I come back, I kind of rejuvenate myself. I do not plan on being out of education the rest of my life. I plan on coming back, but I'm going to have an adventure while I'm gone. Yes, I'm not with work bestie. I love her, but I told her for field trips, let me know. I've already taken the kids to the pumpkin patch, what we know is one of the more expensive ones. I went as a chaperone. I wasn't there with the class. I was just running around having a good time with all the kids. I missed my kids so much. It had been 2 months because we went in October that I hadn't seen them, and when I went back, all I wanted to do was spend all my time with them. When I say I didn't leave because I hated it, I just left because I started to feel the burn. The bad days became more often, even though they weren't overruling my good days, but I just knew that it was time. And I actually had made this decision in January of 2025. So I started working a lot, and I started working a lot of side hustles to try and save for this opportunity. I used to play video games all the time at night with you guys, and that's the reason I stopped, because I was working and I was just trying to save for this adventure and save for not having a paycheck right now for the past few months. I did make a diary documentary for myself only November and December because I kind of started noticing the days creeping up a little higher than they normally are. And when I say bad days, I mean days I just want to go home and cry and go to bed, okay? I would say I had maybe 6 of those a year for the past 12 years, okay? I was getting more of those, and I was like, oh, I think this is the sign. This is the sign. So I did a little diary documentary for myself. And then when I made the decision in January, I did do a diary documentary for you guys, which I will post every single day for 21 days, how I felt and kind of how my days aligned and how I was feeling. And you're going to notice kind of the results on why I made the decision I did. Now, if you're thinking I had a ton of bad days and more bad days than good, that's not the case at all. But maybe you'll understand that a little bit better. Also, I truly want to say that there is no one reason why I chose this. Like, it's not like I had terrible kids. It's not like I had terrible parents or admin. It had nothing to do with that. I just think education is hard. I have put my 1,000,000% into education. I have put every fiber of my being into my kids all these years. And I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And if you've been around, you know I've worked multiple jobs for them almost my entire career. So I have always done things for myself. I say I have to do 1 to 2 things a year, big things for myself. I have taken the time out for myself, and it just wasn't enough. I just started to get tired. And so I just think this is the best decision for me. And like I said, thank you for always following me in my journey and my kids. I've already given Work Bestie more stuff for field trips. I gave it to her in cash before I'm leaving Chicago. Because yes, I am leaving Chicago. Today is my move out day. All the big stuff's coming to get picked up today. This makes me really sad because this is my favorite. This is the dream apartment I've always wanted, and I'm not moving out because I couldn't afford it. I'm moving it out because I'm going somewhere else. So we're gonna enjoy this view for the last day. It's beautiful out. And yeah. I know this video probably seems all over the place. I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm nervous to make it. I'm nervous to post it. But I'm excited. I'm really excited for my journey to come. I'm not going to spill all the details yet, but yes, I'm leaving Chicago. I am going to visit my mom and my dad for a few weeks each. One in Tennessee. My mom's in the burbs of Chicago. I'm going to see my best friend and my nieces and my nephew in Iowa, because I will not see them now for at least 7 months to 18 months. And if you know anything about me, you probably know what that means. So while I don't want to say that the teaching chapter is closing, it is just on pause. That chapter is not finished being written yet, but we're going to pause on that chapter and we're going to open a new one of my life. And I'm so excited. Through all the sadness and all the change, I am really, really excited. So, yeah, that's kind of the update. And like I said, thank you so much for volunteering. I'm so sorry. My mind is so troubled. Thank you so much for following me in this journey. And I hope you want to be there for the next one, even if it's not education forward. And if you don't, I understand. And I thank you for being around. This is packing paper. No, my house is already packed. They're going to be here in an hour. Okay. All right. But I wanted to do it in this apartment because I love this apartment. Where's all my magnets? They're not. Okay. All right. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. And welcome to the new journey. Okay, love you. Bye. This is my day one of documenting my mental health and what I think is teacher burnout. And so you guys are seeing this as I've announced that I am taking a sabbatical, but this is months and months prior to kind of show you how I feel every day for 30 days to let you know kind of why I made the decision that I did to take a sabbatical year out of education. I know this decision does not make sense for a lot of people because my outside doesn't match my inside when it comes to my everyday job. And so I kind of want to show you kind of where my mental is at every day to kind of show you why I made the decision I did. I try everything in my power so that it doesn't affect me in school. And I am very good at showcasing a different face than how I feel. I've been that way for a very long time. I also want to showcase teacher burnout and how I think it looks different for every single teacher. This is personally my journey. I've been teaching 12 years. I do not completely feel burned out by any means. I feel it starting. And I feel it's starting because I realize that my mental health days are dropping. My mental health is dropping quite significantly, and I feel like quite fast. So for me, I'm going to document you 30 days to kind of tell you how I feel. And then hopefully afterwards, you'll understand kind of why I made the decision I did. This is day one. I wish I could say I started off on a high note for day one, but I'm not. My mental health had like a 2 today. And honestly, nothing happened. Let me make that very clear. The kids were fine today. Nothing wrong with admin. They're great. No issues. District, no issues. This is not a how I'm treated on the daily blog. This is more like I have no idea why I'm at a 2. And that's what bothers me the most because I'm a very fact-based person. I want to know reasons for everything. And once I understand everything, then I'm cool. I'm cool with what's going on in life. But for me, I can't explain to you why I feel this way. I feel completely drained for no reason. Sometimes when big things happen in the school day or it's a really rough day with behavior, none of that happened today. Why I'm at a 2, we don't know. I am trying to better myself. I go home and I do things that I love to do to try and bring my mental health up. And in the moment it does. And then when I get off and I have to lay my head at night, I'm struggling a little bit. And that did happen last night. So I couldn't fall asleep till almost 2. So that also might have impacted my day because I didn't get a lot of sleep. Also, I'm working a lot of hours currently because I know that taking a sabbatical, it's not going to be cheap. So I'm working really, really hard right now. Just know that these feelings were pretty much the same even before I was working 3 jobs to try and make sure I can stay afloat for my sabbatical. So for me, I'm just going to kind of document to show you where my mental health is every single day and kind of why I made the decision I did. And I hope more people understand and also understand what teacher burnout means. I do not hate my job. When I'm in the moment of teaching today, I loved it. My mental health was not a 2. Doing a read aloud today, 10. I enjoyed every moment of it. And I really the teaching moments are the best for me. One-on-one with the kids, the best. Small groups, the best. That was my best part of my day. It's when I have to sit here and think or sit here and I have downtime. For some reason, my head just drops. I wish I could tell you why. But today, I cannot. So hopefully tomorrow will be better and we will be good. Day 1, Out. Love you guys. Bye. Day 2 of mental health, trying to tell you about my teacher burnout and how I feel like I am slowly burning currently, and kind of how my mental health is every day, to maybe get you a better understanding of what it's like as a teacher who doesn't show it on the outside but is feeling it on the inside. Day 2 was really good. I feel like an 8.5 out of 10. And again, I really struggle with understanding why my mental health dips, because yesterday I had such a poor day and I had more behaviors today. I had more things to deal with today. I had a busier day. I also didn't get sleep yesterday, and I got less sleep tonight or last night. You know what I mean? And I feel much better today. So for me, like, it's not my sleep. For me, it's truly just my mind is either there or it's not. But today was a really good day. I enjoyed the kids. We had to deal with a few things here or there. You know what it's like teaching. Where's the world, you know? I'm used to my world. But it was a really good day, and I feel pretty good, and I am ready to go home and go play some video games or something.